All right, did you know?
Cows have accents depending on where they're stationed.
Oh yeah,
Welcome to the podcast.
I'm ready.
All right, it has been a minute.
Yes, it has.
We
Not
have
on
missed a
purpose.
couple of. Yeah, it's not on purpose at all. We've been busy as all hell.
Very busy. I had band camp and he had work.
Your boy's doing work and school, so when you work, when you have school Monday through Friday, and then you have to do a double shift on Saturday and work Sunday, it doesn't work out too well.
Nope. Absolutely not.
But that's why we're back in it today, baby.
Let's go. But
Whew.
I was thinking about one of two things though. I was either gonna be a busboy at Red Robin or be an Amazon worker. The difference between the two is I gotta wait to be an Amazon worker.
I think you should be a Red Robin busboy. That'd be a good job to start off at.
Yeah, but basically I was thinking about what would be a good job to go from here and then transfer to California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, like the way that I'm seeing it is because you said you have to wait to be an Amazon driver, right? Because you have to wait until you're like 18 or something.
No, not a driver. I want to be a warehouse worker.
Oh, is it like age restricted
Yeah,
or
you have
like?
to be
Oh,
18.
so like my recommendation would be a busboy until then, because then one you'll have like I know you've done it like construction and internships,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll have like actual work experience, you
Right.
know? And then you can also put that on your resume and that'll give you a little more money to build up to being an Amazon worker, you know?
Yeah, I get that. And it would be easier because actually, I'm gonna ask you, is it easier to be a busboy and go to school?
Honestly, yes, because what they can do is they can base your hours off of your school. So like that's what they do with mine cuz at my work they are a place that opens for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know with Red Robin that they are open almost all day, but I'm sure that they can have one of the bussers that don't have school. They can go in there during the day, and then you can go in there during the night. You know.
Yeah. And then with my band schedule, I have uh I have practice after school Tuesday and Thursday.
And do you usually do stuff on the weekends?
No, not usually, but I do like my alone time out of school.
Yeah. Well, if anything, you can try and give up a weekend day for work, or you can just do like days that you don't have band practice, and then you can do Fridays. Only reason
Ooh,
I'm saying a weekend day is because they bring in pay.
right. Like just do it be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
That would work. Because with me, I work Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Yeah, 4 days a week of work sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, my buddy, my other busser buddy, he works Tuesdays, Thursdays, Friday, and Saturday, and he makes pretty good money.
Mm, I see. I'm definitely trying to get that money, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's rough in these parts.
Yeah. I I don't know what exactly the amount of money I'm at, but I know it's under $1. Can
Gotta
tell you
count
that.
up them cents.
Well, I had 20 and then I bought a game and now I don't have 20.
That 20 went bye bye.
Actually, I might have like $4.
With me, I
Let's go.
have like over 500 in spare
Last time I had about that much money, I impulse bought a
money.
saxophone.
See, like that's with me though. I don't really buy that much stuff, I guess, when it doesn't pertain to food.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pokemon cards, yeah, but that goes off paychecks. So I still have about I don't know three or $400 in the checking account,
Mm-hmm.
and then In my wallet, I usually keep my cash pretty well.
Well, that's good. I mean, I I have a bad impulse spending addiction.
Yeah.
That and I love to gamble. Gambling is fun.
Well, with me, it's the fact that I was kind of down on money for a while because I was only working 2 days a week, so they didn't need me on Saturdays.
Right.
But then I ended up working 33 hours a couple weeks ago, and I ended up making really good tips on those days. So,
Yeah, that's not bad. Plus, you don't ever have like a set amount of money you get, right? It's all based on tips.
yeah, it's always different. The only thing that's a set amount is your paycheck because it's just an hourly pay.
Right. So you
Like
have
with the
that
tip,
plus tips.
yeah, because with the tips, you could be not busy whatsoever and make like I don't know, like $20 or $30 maybe,
A day?
and then you can get a day that you work for tips,
Uh-huh.
like 20 or 30 bucks maybe if it's not busy at all.
Oh, you're talking about tips. I thought you were saying your paycheck. I was like, that's kind of not
No,
very
no,
much
no, no, no,
money.
no. No, no matter how not busy you are, you still get paid the same amount. Like you could get like 2 or 3 tables in one night and you'd still get paid the same on the paycheck.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the paycheck, but then with the tips, it comes down to one, how busy it is,
Hmm.
two, how good of tippers those people are, and three, your servers.
Basically, if you get at least ten tables a night doing 20% of their check, then that's good money.
Yeah. But usually some waiters will only do like strictly 15% of their tips.
Hmm.
So that's when you get the stingy servers, but then sometimes you'll get other servers who are hella generous and they'll do like 25% of their tips.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, like with me, I get some pretty generous waiters here and there who give a pretty good amount of their tips.
I was meaning like the people who are actually like there to eat. Like if they give you
Yeah.
20% of what they need to pay, then that's good money for like 10 tables.
Oh yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. So yeah, like with me, I work at an Italian food restaurant, so usually the tips are quite high, but then there's some people that are just jerks and don't like to leave that much.
They're just like, that was great service. Have this dollar.
That's actually happened before. They got like $100+ meal
Mm-hmm.
and they only tipped like $1.
Bro.
Like, what is your problem?
I gotta make a living too.
Exactly. Like we're here on a weekend trying to serve you, bro. Come on.
Right? I take time out of my day to clean your filthy dishes, and you give me a dollar.
Like there was probably one of the worst ones that I've experienced personally is there was this strange uncle and like two nieces where it was one of the nieces' birthdays
Mm-hmm.
and they were older. So like the nieces were like 20s and then the uncle was like, I don't know, 35, 40.
Mm-hmm.
And the uncle came upstairs specially because upstairs is like for special occasions or if there's like a
Ooh, that was
reservation
good.
for a party or if downstairs gets too busy. But he was like, I want upstairs and I want these girls to get a very good thing of service and like just take care of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we took really good care of them. We made them like the most PIA dessert that you can make them.
Mm-hmm.
So we did all that. They had really good food, really good service. I think their bill ended up being like 150.
Ooh, that's still expensive though.
Well, you got to think about it. It's food on
Right.
top of the dessert and on top of alcohol.
Never mind. Sounds about
For,
right.
for three people, like for the amount of alcohol they ordered, it was a good price.
Yeah.
So all is said and done, and they're paying their bill, they only tipped $5.
That's some boo honky.
150, and they only tipped $5.
You.
Like, what is that?
That's despicable.
You tell us to take good care of your people, but then you tip terribly. Like, that doesn't make sense.
I know. I remember. I paid for Red Robin for me and my friend, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it came out to a total of about like $30 maybe. And
Yeah.
I think we tipped about $10 probably.
Oh, they probably loved you.
I'm sure they did.
That's a 33% tip. They love that.
Yeah, it was like $5 to $10, which that's pretty good for a $30 meal.
Yeah, like waiters don't really expect that kind of that tip.
Yeah, I was feeling generous, and also I don't like money in my wallet. I prefer it on my card.
With me, I'm the other way around.
Nah, I can't do money. I end up either losing it or spending it because I can see it.
With me, well, with me, it's like that, but it's the opposite effect. I can see what I'm spending, but with the friggin' debit card, I have to check my account constantly just to
Hmm.
make sure I know what my balance is. But then with the money, I'm just like, okay, I have this much. We're good.
Right. For me, with money, it's like I'm bad with numbers. So if I just see the money, I'm like, oh yeah, this looks like a lot of money. But if I actually see the number of how much I have, I'm like, oh wait, I gotta stop spending.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a debit card works for me.
I don't know. I'm just a little on the opposite side, but
And that's
I
fine.
think it's just because my brain works differently and I'm not as good with technology.
You like math. I do not.
Yes, I am big math boy.
Like if I see
Oh,
a 20, I'll be like, ooh, that's a lot. I'm gonna go spend it. If I see a 20 inside my bank account, I'm like, ooh, not today.
that's low. That's low. That's low.
Not today.
Yeah, it's a battling game with that kind of balance.
Hmm. I don't know. I remember when I took out the garbage for my grandma every week, and at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the month, I think, or not the month, but I think it was just the end of the week, I would get $20.
Ooh,
So it'd be like $80 a month.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's
No, it's not. Wait a minute.
if it was
Oh,
if it was
yes.
$20 a week,
20 bucks
then
a
yeah.
week. It's $40 a month. Wait, no, it's not. I'm dumb.
There's four.
80.
There's an average total of 4 weeks in a month. So
$80 a month. Like I said, I'm done with math. I said 80 and instantly said, wait a minute.
it's okay. You have a calculator. You're fine.
Yeah, I can just be like, Alexa, what's 20 times 4?
No, your calculator is me.
Oh, never mind. She doesn't want to answer. She instantly said, nah.
Forget Alexa. You have
I,
me.
I know. I said, what's 20 times 4? The light turned on, and then it turned right back off.
She's like, I don't think
She
so.
was
Not
like,
today.
I think you can guess.
He's probably like, he really asked this question. I'm not even gonna answer that.
Yeah, I think mine's fed up with me.
It's
I swear I
like,
ask some
okay,
dumb
yeah,
questions.
I'm tired of this, man.
Like,
Leave.
yeah, I used to ask her to flip a coin a lot, and now she just refuses to answer me from now on.
She's like, I was not creative for this.
She's just she's on strike or something. She'll turn the light on, but she won't answer.
All of a sudden, you'll hear her
Mm.
chanting, "Mr. Krabs is unfair. Mr. Krabs is in there."
Plotting his aggression behind the concession.
Oh my god.
I need to get WD-40, but I don't know where the squeaking in my chair is. So now I'm like sitting here gaming, and I'll be like, "Ah, that was a great session." All I hear is just sound like my upstairs neighbors.
Oh my goodness.
I swear, like there, it hasn't happened recently, but I remember closer to when I first moved in here. Like I swear to God, I woke up one time, and I was like, "What's that noise?" And I just heard,
It was going crazy,
"I'm
bro.
serious." Like,
Oh my goodness.
I woke up and I was just like, dude, right now?
They want to have a good time. They was getting all freaky.
Well, I was trying to sleep.
They don't care.
I remember it happened while I was gaming one night too, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to grind Fortnite.
I can't crank 90s when you're cranking each other.
I can't get
Every time.
maxed out Rick if you're doing it. Speaking of, they added Morty last night into
I
Fortnite.
know. Last time I played Fortnite, like a week ago, they didn't have Morty. They only had a couple of Rick skins.
Yeah, so last night I got the Silver Rick, and I I've been leeching a lot off of my friend Bob and Mason because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to spend no more money on that game.
I don't blame you.
So as soon as I heard Morty was in the game, I like begged Bob. I was like, "Dude, get me the Morty pack," and he did.
Please, please, boy, please.
So now I have Rick. I have the full Rick and Morty set. It's great. But not
That's
only
solid.
that, but I also, for some reason, he decided, oh, yeah, he kind of deserves another skin. So he bought me this skin called Hugo, and it's actually kind of dope because it's got a built-in emote where he does like butterfly knife tricks.
Ooh,
So it's kind of dope. And if you have the pickaxes, which are also butterfly knives, they actually like show the butterfly knife. It's kind of cool.
that's dope,
It is dope.
dude. With me, I haven't like not counting the 10 minutes I played Fortnite last week.
Uh,
I haven't played video games in so long.
dude, I have nothing else to do.
With me, it's been a good like I don't know, 5 weeks.
Dude. Okay,
Like I've
so
just been way too busy.
mhm. I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell the story, and I'll put the pictures in post, and I'll probably send them to you
Yes.
later. But I went paddleboarding in the most beautiful place I have ever seen. Like, I swear, if you stopped talking, you don't hear anything. It's awesome.
Just the beautiful silence. I love that.
You hear, you hear the grass, you hear the creaking of the trees, and you hear birds with some slight running water. Oh, it's
That's
amazing.
beautiful. That sounds
And
beautiful.
everywhere you look, nature. Just absolute nature. Like it was so good that I looked down off the side of my paddleboard straight through the water. I saw the
Oh my
bottom.
goodness.
Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous.
Shoot,
And
why even make your efforts to go to Hawaii? Just go there.
dude, I did. Me and everybody else, we all snapped, got on our paddleboards, done. We're gone. And it was great because there was like nobody there. It was only us. And then occasionally you'd see someone else paddleboarding.
Mm-hmm.
And what's great is like this isn't even like a spot that's on the map or anything. We were just up in the mountains. We saw this spot, parked on the side of the road, got out, boom. That's our day.
See that right there, that's just nice. When the plans are just like right then and there and it's like we're just doing this. We're jumping right into it.
Like of course we were going out there with the anticipation of paddleboarding anyway, but like
So
we didn't know like
yeah, like
that's what you
you
can
were
do.
just casually driving and you're like, oh, there's this nice little piece of land right here.
Yeah. And
It's amazing.
what's one of the greatest parts I like about this state, which isn't very much, but um what you can do is it says in it's a law or something, I don't know. But if it's public property, like let's just say you're up in the mountains somewhere and you're like, "Ooh, that looks like a nice spot." You can just
Yeah.
pitch a tent and camp.
Ooh,
Like it's awesome.
that sounds really nice.
Yeah, like if we wanted to, we could have pitched a tent right next to that little stream and just paddleboarded in the
Cause,
morning.
'Cause in Idaho, it's a lot of that kind of land.
It is. Like even if you go outside of where my city is, like
Mm-hmm.
right outside is just farmland.
Yeah, I was about to say that's what Idaho is known for. That's why people don't usually like think about traveling there, but they don't really think about the scenery that they can get.
Right, like, the stream I'm talking about, like, it's not even it's literally it was an hour away, maybe 2.
That's not bad.
I know, right?
Because with where I live, to try and find a place like that, you have to drive like 5 or 6 hours.
I know, it's ridiculous. I mean, like, unless you're trying to go into that little, like, lake area.
Yeah, but many of our lakes aren't too pretty.
Yeah. You don't get to
They
creak into the trees.
we don't get trees, period.
You don't get trees, you get wind.
Exactly.
Hey,
And
I'll
maybe
tell you
some
though.
grass.
I'll tell you. So I had to share a paddleboard with my dad because there were 6 of us. It was my family, my aunt and uncle, and there was
Yeah.
only 3 paddleboards. So it was me and my dad sharing one. And every time that he would row, like for some reason it would tilt really far to one side. And let me tell you, when we got in, that water was freezing ass. So by the time we got like not even a quarter mile, my feet went numb.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, this works, whatever.
forget it. If they're numb, I can't feel the pain.
Yeah, basically. No, it was really cool though. I would look through the water and I'd see downed trees, and I was like, oh, dude, that's sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like honestly, I would love to bring you up here to see this. Like, it's gotta
I've been
happen.
I've been trying to get up there, and my mom like she's been talking about going there, but the reason she wants to go is so she can go to Utah. I'm like, dude, how about you go to Utah? You stay over there, and I just chill in Idaho.
Dude, you have a car. Take your car, she'll take her car. Boom.
That's what I'm saying, but she's just being weird about it. I don't understand.
I don't get it. Like, if I were you, absolutely make it a point to come up here. I will definitely take you to that spot and we'll go paddleboarding. I don't care if it's cold or not.
I will get numb.
You will get numb toes. Like, here's some pictures. I'm sending them to you right now. But they are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I know you would love the hell out of it.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. My mom likes that kind of stuff too, cause like she's the one that always wants to go to the beach. She's the one that loves the sight of water.
Mhm.
So like, I don't get why she wouldn't want to go to a place like that.
I'm telling you, this thing beats any any body of water I've ever seen.
Cause honestly, that's beautiful. It looks like where my dad's family camps at every summer.
Dude, I didn't even realize how far into the water you can see from this picture. Because on my phone you can't really tell, but on my off my computer you can see pretty far into the water, no matter where it is.
And do you know how deep it is?
Oh yeah, you can see the bottom.
Remy, hey,
Like I
but
saw
like
there were some kids right next to where we were, like when we
Remy,
got in, and they were using a rope swing and just jumping into the water. Like it's probably about, I would
um,
say, maybe the bottom of your chest at the most. Like, it's
wow,
not deep water.
that's nice too though, cause then you could just like chill in there.
You could if you wanted to. I saw some kids sitting in there with like some Tupperware just getting fish.
That's awesome, cause that's fun.
It is fun. Like if I was their age, I would have loved the hell out of this spot. I mean, I still do.
Exactly. But like you would love it even more if you had that kind of utilities.
Yeah.
Like if
Like
you went there knowing that you can go in the water and hillbilly fish, you would have.
you can hillbilly fish. It's great. In fact, you can fish. I mean, there's not big fish in there, but
It's
still.
just something to do, yeah.
Like, I was telling my dad, I could probably sit there for about 3 days if I had enough songs and just play my acoustic. There's
Those
some
just
more pictures. It's
yeah, I saw them. I just
beautiful.
popped up. Yeah, that totally reminds me of the area that my dad goes every summer. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But their water, it gets to like 50 or 60 feet deep, so you can't see the bottom.
Right.
Like as you're saying, like the reflection of the trees and just the such clear water. It's just amazing.
Right.
Definitely
And
a calming sight.
oh yeah. I mean, and this is just off of where people just go and do their thing. Like I was
Yeah.
on the drive up there, we saw a beach. We were like, "Oh, this must be where we're looking for right here." And then we were like, "Ah, but it's just so crowded. I don't wanna." So then we just kept
Yeah.
driving, and then we got into the hills, and we see this water, and we're just like, "We're getting in."
Yeah, we're doing nothing instead.
Yeah. Plus, there were people. They had their dogs on their paddle boards. Like it was great for everybody. Like the only bad part about it was our paddle boards are inflatable, and
Hmm.
some of the trees stick out of the water, so we gotta watch out.
Yeah, I gotta kind of navigate through it a little bit.
But hey, other than that, it's perfect.
Yeah, that just sounds very calming.
Yeah. I know I could have went out there by myself and I'd have been set. I wanted to keep going, but it was about to get like 8 o'clock, so don't want to be out there in the dark. The dark is scary. What the hell? Where'd you get this picture?
My mom just sent me it.
Bruh, I don't
10
want
years.
it. Where was this?
Is that kindergarten?
There's no way that was kindergarten.
This was 2011. We
No way.
were we were
No.
7. That's first grade at least.
I think it was maybe first grade
First or
because
second grade.
we were 7 years old.
Right, like so it's first or second grade.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put this in the video? I could.
The picture of us?
Yeah. Just
If
be
you
like,
want to, go
this
for it.
was me.
Mom has a second one. Hold up.
Oh
If
no.
you want to throw these in, I do not mind.
I'm throwing these in. Gotta.
Gotta show the throwback.
Brandon,
See, this is
Oh
how long we've been
hey.
for, man.
This is
It's
crazy.
insane.
There's no date on this picture though. Hey, I
you got
remember that shirt.
Spider-Man poses? Is that what's going on there?
Yeah.
What happened?
We were hitting some Spider-Man poses on a roller coaster.
Hey.
Roller coaster. You don't want roller coaster. This was the spinning ride.
You don't have to say that.
Hey,
No.
He
have
does,
I
but they don't have to.
have I told you that that my ass has become a meme in my own Discord server?
Mhm.
I have. Have I showed you the picture?
Wait, what picture?
Let me see if I can find it. But so we made it a server emoji of my ass in a spider costume. I'm not even kidding. Let me see if I can find the exact picture. But I swear you can't go into this server one day without seeing it. Like it's sent every day. Yep, there it is. The beautiful spider ass. There it is.
God dang it, Tyler. Now we're gonna be demonetized.
That's fine. Dang. And
At least we're 5 minutes in.
we're 30 minutes in. We'll be okay.
Oh my god, Tyler.
uh, that's not okay.
No.
That's awesome though. It's everywhere though, I swear.
Gotta go viral.
Man, if only OnlyFans wasn't going down.
just post that picture and get at least 20 followers.
Oh man, my monster's gone.
Oh, well, Crackhead Energy gonna start up soon.
I just downed a whole 24 ounces. Or sorry, this is a 16 ounce.
I was about to say 24 ounce. I've been quick.
Oh no. I've finished a 24 ounce faster than that. Trust me, when you get up at like 5 in the morning and go do construction, you down a monster and you'll be good for the rest of the day. At least until lunch when you gotta down another one.
Dude, with me, like when it comes to school, I swear I wake up on something.
Well, I don't know why, but for some reason, going to construction, I would
Yeah.
wake up at 5 and just be hella tired. But I wake up at 5 to go to school and I'm like, all right, I'm up.
Yeah, it's really weird how that works.
I don't know. I always look forward to going to band class and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know why. But I look forward to going to band, and then once I'm at band practice, I'm just like, when is this over? Especially it's only mainly during like after school practice or band
Yeah.
camp. Right when I get there, I'm like, all right, let's go. And then like towards the middle, I'm just like, when is it over? Let's go.
That's me with work.
Right? Dude, that was me with my internship. Like I would wake up, I'd be like, all right, when is the train coming? I get on the train, I'm like, all right, when am I getting there? And then I get there, I'm like, all right, when am I getting on the train again?
All right, let's make another trip back. Let's go.
Like I would always be ready for the next thing and not want to do what I'm doing. Cause I would wake up at 5, need to be on the train by 6. We get there
Yeah.
by about 7, 8 o'clock, and then I would be there until about 5, and then I wouldn't get back home till like 7, and then I wanted to get home, which took another hour. It's just wash, rinse, and repeat. Oh, here comes a good one.
Exactly.
Here comes a good one. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
I had to get at least one good one in.
Hey, I got one earlier, but you were talking though.
Sorry about that. I took your glory.
Nah, it's fine. They probably heard it. It was like you were talking about something, all of a sudden it's just.
All of a sudden, the exorcist hates your
Yeah,
body.
basically, man.
Yeah, with me when it comes to work, I get there. I'm like, all right, let's do this, and then I'm like doing all the preparatory stuff, and like in the beginning, I'm just like, all right, let's get it, let's go into it. But, like if I don't keep that energy throughout the night, like if it is slow until we get busy, like later on in the night, I'm just like, no, I don't want to.
Right?
Like if our busyness is consistent, then I'm just like, okay, let's go. I can take on the world.
Yeah. Like I hate busy work and not having something to do.
Exactly.
Those are the two things that I dislike the most when doing something.
It's like, dude, why are we prepping so much if there's nothing we're gonna do with it?
Right. It's like kind of why I disliked being in construction because I was more of a not exactly a person who builds things. I was just a laborer, which means I picked up
Yeah.
all the scraps, I cleaned up the sides, I sorted the wood, I brought the wood to people. And then if that was all done and nobody needed anything, I would literally do laps around the house just to make sure I was doing something.
Just
Cuz
I want to do something at least.
yeah, cuz if I was doing something and I was having to stand there for somebody, I was told never to tell my boss I'm waiting for this. Never wait for anything. Always be doing something.
That's the same thing at my work, but with me, I'm just a little. I'm a busybody.
You can't
So
sit down anyway.
no, I will literally tell my boss that I don't have anything to do. What do you want me to do? And
Yeah.
all my coworkers get mad because then they get thrown into it.
I mean, that's what I used to do. Like, literally, if I was just going around, I had nothing to do, and I've been doing it for like 2 minutes, I would go up to somebody and be like, do you need anything? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? It'd always be like, no, not right now. Or you already asked me,
Exactly.
go away.
Whenever they say that, I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I have to do something, or I'll
Right?
just start looking like a
Oh, here comes
crack.
another one. Oh, that wasn't as good. Whatever. My leg. uh,
Yeah,
jeez.
I definitely get where you're coming from. Because that's why my boss loves me though, because she knows that I will do any work possible. She knows I'm a busybody.
Yeah, like it
So,
was.
like for example,
Mm-hmm.
these last couple of nights, right? We weren't too busy upstairs on Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
but downstairs was packed.
Right.
So instead of just because upstairs we didn't get any tables until 7:45, and I was there at 3:30.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so slow.
That
But
sounds really slow.
downstairs was completely packed, and I don't know why she didn't bring anybody upstairs, because that's usually when they bring people upstairs is when downstairs gets crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of just sitting up there like everyone else was doing, I went downstairs and I was just beast moding everything. I was like, okay, you guys are behind. Let me just pick up everything you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just what I do. And then, like, last night, we were actually busy upstairs. Like, we were getting a ton of tables. We were getting 5 tops, 6 tops, 8 tops, 4 tops, 2 tops. Like, we are just getting loaded upstairs. And
Dude.
so I was like, okay, but I'm only a runner. I only have to see when they send food.
Right.
So what I did was I went downstairs when we had like a little bit of a rest period because all the tables got their food. We had a minute before tables were coming back in. And my boss was like, "Hey, are you busy right now?" Like, she came in a rush. She was like, "Brandon, are you busy right now? Like, are you doing anything?" I was just like, "No, well, like what needs to happen?"
Looks dumb. No.
I was like, "Nah, I'm actually getting a down period right now. Like, what's going on?" She was like, "I need you to go outside right now and I need you to help because we are going downhill and we are swamped." I was
He's
just like,
like, all
"Okay."
right, hold my beer.
And like I pulled a Ben 10, slapping the watch, went nuts. I was just like, okay, you need this done? Bam, 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 bam. You
My
need
man
this
said,
done? Bam,
gotta
bam,
go
bam.
fast.
So like outside was terrible. She had 3 tables that weren't cleaned off yet because people left.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were so many people like that were eating, but their dishes were done. And you usually have to clean up their plates so they can get their next entree or their dessert.
Mm-hmm.
So there's none of that going on. None of the waters were being refilled. Like, she was drowning.
Man.
So I had to come in while I was waiting for food. I had to come in, pick up the plates, and then I made my dash to the dishwash room, dropped those off, and then like I checked my food. It wasn't ready yet, so I went back outside, got like 2 full trays of glasses stacked too high,
Mm-hmm.
and then I brought them inside, put them in the bar, checked the food again. Wasn't ready yet because I was waiting on like 7 plates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, they're not all done yet. I'll go out and help a little more. So I was just
Right.
like rushing around doing all this stuff, and I was like talking to her. I was like, "Are you okay now?" And she was like, "Yes, I'm fine. We're all caught up. We're good." I was like, "Okay, let's do it then." So then my food finally came up, and I brought it up, and we had some more tables ordering food. So I went back downstairs. Take into consideration the busser upstairs, he's on his own
Mhm.
because I'm helping up downstairs.
Right.
But with him, he can actually do his work, so I wasn't too worried about him. I was more worried about the person downstairs. So I went back downstairs. She starts drowning again. So I have to do all this stuff. The people are asking about their waiters. I have to go fetch their waiters, fill up waters, clean off tables, get plates out of people's ways. Like, I was just beast moding these last couple of nights. Siri, I'm not talking to you.
That's all I heard was, it seems like you have.
I was like, really?
Nah, my man clutched the win. He got that chicken dinner.
I'm telling you, man, like, I really came in clutch these last couple of nights. So
I
like
can see that.
on Friday night, there was this one busser who usually has like his partner working with him, and they do everything like just quick.
Mm-hmm.
But that night, his partner had outside to himself, and this was not the person that was drowning. It was a different night.
Mm-hmm.
So I went downstairs and I saw that this man was just in shambles because he's a good busser. He
Mm-hmm.
can take on a lot on his own, but
Right.
he had a partner that wasn't doing anything.
Ugh.
Like he had a partner where I have worked with him before. What he does is he goes on his phone half the night.
Oh yeah, I think you were telling us uh about that guy or the other stream.
Yeah, like he just goes on his phone and barely does his work unless you tell him to. So I went downstairs and he was like, "Man," because he never asks for help. He usually tries to take it on his own.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, "Yo, can you please help me out?" And I was just like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I was pretty much his partner that was outside. So like I was rushing through everything, picking up plates, picking up glasses, and like remaking the tables for him,
Mm-hmm.
doing prep for him because he was not able to, and God forbid his other person could. And
Mm-hmm.
like his other guy was just chilling. He just didn't even care. So I was just pretty much being the second busser downstairs. And then I brought up like an 8 plate tray, came back down, helped some more. And like the thing that I was doing was I would help downstairs, bring the food up, bring whatever plates that were used downstairs, and then just go back to bussing downstairs.
Right.
And since that night didn't really get too busy, I only got paid $50 for running.
Well,
And so what else happened was this busser that I was helping downstairs, he usually doesn't share tips,
mm-hmm.
but he is the owner's grandson. So his dad works there, his grandma works there, his grandpa works there. So he at the end of the night when his shift was done and mine was pretty much just starting because we had a
Mm-hmm.
comic show that started at 9 o'clock, came up and he was like, you know what? Because he, as I said, he usually doesn't share tips. He was like, you know what? Here's for helping. You really you came in clutch. You did a lot of stuff that was really useful. He ended up giving me like 20 extra bucks. So
Well, hey, $70. Let's go.
exactly. And like the waiters, they get so mad when I help downstairs because they're like, why do you help these people? Like there's this waiter that's been working there for about 10 years. And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, dude, why do you help them? He's like, I understand you're a good guy and you like to help, but they're not going to pay you anything. Like, they're not going to share their tips with you. They're not going to help you when you're in need of help. Like, they're just not going to do any of that for you. So I just was like, you know what? That's just, as you said, that's just who I am. I don't really care. We're not busy upstairs. So why just sit my ass upstairs if I can actually help people?
Right?
And
Like,
so,
there's
like,
no
he was
point
just
in
like,
just sitting there and doing nothing if there's work to be done.
yeah, and like if the boss sees it, then she'll still pay me good money for not being busy upstairs because she sees that I'm actually helping.
Mm-hmm.
So I just sped through all that and then I was like, see, this is why I do it because if they need help, they need help. I'm not going to just let my buddy drown.
My man's just getting his money, maybe getting a raise.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not just going to let my buddy drown like that. Like that's just ridiculous.
Right? Like,
But yeah, I'm a very big helper there. So they love me quite a bit over there.
yeah. I mean, I could see why. I mean, you're basically doing their job for them.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure I would I would enjoy someone doing work for me. Of course I would, because I don't like doing stuff. But, if I'm doing something, I like being busy, but oh well. Just gotta deal with it.
Exactly. So like that's why I'm just like, why talk shit about me helping
Mm-hmm.
if obviously helping everyone out. Because, like, you talk about me helping and letting them struggle and, like, go downward. But then you're also the one yelling at them because stuff's not getting done. Wouldn't you want me to help you out?
Right? Let me save your breath by helping someone else.
Exactly. It's like, why do you even talk bad about it? Just let me do what I do. If it's something I want to do, it's something I want to do. If I don't get paid for it, that's my bad. If I get paid for it, that's on me.
Simply let me help you help me.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
But like that's just the person I am. I help whether I'm getting paid or not. It doesn't matter.
Mhm. Then
I've always be a team player.
yeah, and then for me, uh there I was instead of Red Robin's, I have one other thing that's closer to Red Robin, and it's Texas Roadhouse, and I know that place is always packed.
Oh yeah, you're
Like
gonna be every day there.
drowning. And
But
that's
the good
fine.
thing is you're probably not gonna be the only busser.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna be by
Because
myself.
yeah, imagine drowning being the only busser. That's
Right.
miserable.
And that's what Red Robin's might be like, but I haven't been there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, those are my two options. So,
Yeah, because with me, I've experienced being drowned and only being by myself.
uh,
I've experienced other people drowning and me helping them out. And I've also experienced people drowning when they shouldn't be.
yeah. And
So,
with Red Robin's especially, like it's smaller, so it's even harder to get around everywhere. So it makes it extra stressful because it's a smaller establishment.
yeah.
But also, I'm not gonna get no tips working at Taco Bell, I can tell you that.
No, you're not.
Ain't no tips for me. I get a you
Yeah,
got my order wrong, and that's about it.
exactly. Like, that's the bad thing about working at fast food is you don't really get tips at all.
You don't. Like, nobody cares unless they're, like, really old or something.
Yeah, unless they're old or they're like feeling really generous about their munchies that night.
Right? Dude, okay. If I wanted to get extremely good money, I would work in Eagle because everybody there is a snooty snob and they have a lot of money. I can tell you they have a lot of money because I was over there a couple weeks back and I just casually see a Lamborghini in a parking lot and I'm like, okay.
That's with our place too, though, because like we'll have multiple chargers pull up there. We'll have like top down old school cars go there. We have car shows like every other week. Like we have some pretty uh big buck people go there.
Right? I'm telling you, if you want good tips, go to a place where either a lot of old people go or a lot of people that really have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. And
They
that's
tip
pretty
the
much our
best.
main that's like 80% of our people.
Right. So go to
Like
IHOP or something.
we will rarely get people that are not too fancy,
Uh-huh.
but
Big
there's this
spenders.
one there's this one work story that still has me dying to this day. So I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but there was this black couple that showed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were cool. They were like hella nice. They were getting good service and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like casually going over their table, talking to them, seeing how they were doing, how their food was, like just being good people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the night, they finished their food and they're about to leave. And I was like, "Oh, you guys have a great rest of your night." And this man, with no remorse, he stood up and said, "I'm about to have a great night because I'm about to go home and stuff this turkey." And the lady that was there with him just smiled, looked at him, looked back at me, and then they just walked out.
Bruh.
Dude, I was literally hands on knees laughing. Like it was so unexpected. I was just like, he did not just say that.
In front of everyone.
Oh yeah. One of our waiters was so mad
Why? How could you be mad at
because
that guy?
he's one of those old grumpy people. So like if you make any like romance gestures or like a sexual gesture in the restaurant, he just gets mad.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
he's one of those people that turns everything negative. So I'm just like, dude, I'm not even gonna count your negativity as a valid response.
Right? How can you be
Like
negative about that? That's
it
hilarious.
was so funny. I was just like, there is no way he just said that.
My man said, no PDA. That's not affection. My man said, I'm gonna stuff this turkey.
And
Ain't no
literally, he
romance in
did not
that.
hold back whatsoever.
Ain't no romance in that.
No, that's full on sexual tension.
That man right there was like, I'm about to be real generous with this one.
But hey, he had his priorities straight. He was not tripping.
He did. He said, hey, I got a plan, and you best bet you made my plan work.
Yes, sir. He's like, you guys gave me good service. I'm about to get good service when I get home.
He said, I'm about to give that service you gave us and give it right back.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's probably one of the funnier experiences I've had with customers.
Man, I could tell you, I have one of my absolute favorite stories from work. Oh my god, I swear I was just like you, hands on knees, laughing. Okay, I need to remember exactly what was said, but I was helping so what we do is we take the chalk lines and we look at the blueprints, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we take the chalk lines and we mark out where all the walls are supposed to be.
Yeah.
So we're doing that and we're doing it and he gets like really mad over this guy named Lance. Lance is my absolute favorite dude because he does not care. Or was it Lance? Yeah, it was Lance, I think. Uh, if it's not, then oops, I don't care. So we're doing the chalk lines, and he gets mad at Lance for some reason, and he's just like, you know what, f you, and he's all like, nah, I prefer my women with teeth. Mind you, that this guy has no teeth, and he doesn't he doesn't do dentures, so he just kind of sits there gumming everything. So
Oh my god.
he says this, and I'm just on my knees laughing my ass off.
Like, dude, there's no way he just said that.
Bro, I'm telling you, it was like that almost every day when it came to like comebacks, and it was awesome.
Dude, I have a guy at work that's literally the same way. I have so many stories about him. His name is Jason, and he's like a big, tall, like I don't know what he is, but you can
Big,
tell
tall
he's just like
something.
he like I'm not even gonna lie, his face looks like Mario. Like his face looks like Mario if he was like 30 years older and gotten a lot of fights.
Where is the princess?
So there was one night where for some reason we started talking about freaking toilet paper, right?
All right.
And yeah, it's long backstory. But we started talking about toilet paper and he was talking about wiping his butt, right?
Uh,
And he was like, "Yeah, I gotta always make sure I get that 2-ply
to
because
play.
if I get that 1-ply, I have to wrap it up like 5 or 6 times, and then I gotta like wipe my ass without fingering myself." I was like, "Dude, this man is really going all out." He was like, "Yeah, man, I can't. That's why I can't go poop here because last time I took a shit, tried to wipe my ass and almost took my own prostate." I was like, "Dude, this man is on a roll."
This dude's on something.
But like he always is
Is he
though.
wrong though? Like,
No, like the 1-ply at our place sucks.
there's no way he's wrong.
But like, so you know how Gibraltar, right? On Apex?
Yeah.
That's what he sounds like.
All
So
right.
with
I don't
that
remember what
big
Gibraltar is, but Must be like a bigger guy, like Samoan almost.
Gibraltar is that big guy with the shield.
No, I know who he is. I'm just saying I don't remember like what he is. But
Oh,
I imagine the guy you're talking about is some like bigger Samoan guy.
he's not even Samoan. Like he's Gibraltar, but not Samoan. Like he is pure white.
Oh.
But like his voice kind of sounds the same, and he always says like brother and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So you
So
know what
like
we
that's
do?
literally
We call those white people honkies. It's a honky.
dude. He's a chunky hunky, that's for sure.
That man's a honky man.
But oh my god, every time I work with him, so funny.
Comedy gold.
Literally, it is.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's why like every time I end up working with him, you know it's gonna be a good night.
Right?
Because he always ends the night with freaking comedy.
I mean, I
Like
can
literally,
see.
no, he is a sick fuck though. He is
Yeah,
a sick fuck.
it sounds like it. I mean, I'm sure that's not even
Because
the worst thing he said, so.
oh no. There was one time where the systems were down and my boss, she had to go into the computers and try and fix something, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how he's a big guy.
Yeah.
So she's working on the computer, and the computer where the waiters work at is right next to the bar. So there's a bar stool between the computer and the person working on it.
Uh-huh.
He had to try and squeeze between her and the bar stool, right? This
Uh-huh.
motherfucker started air humping and looked at me and another waiter. And she wasn't paying, no one else was paying attention. It was just me and the other waiter paying attention. And the waiter next to me, he was like, dude, he is such a sick fuck. And I just started laughing. Like, that thing where like the person walks into the house and like he sees the mom, the brother, and the sister like talking, and like he like thinks about it for a second, he's like, oh shit. Like that.
I think so.
That is what went through my head. I was just like buffering what he was doing. And
Bruh.
the other waiter was like, he's such a sick fuck. And I looked up and like I was buffering for a second. I was like, oh shit, that's what he's doing. Okay. Like it had totally gone over my head that that's what he was doing. Oh
Bruh.
my god, I was dying laughing.
I wish I worked there now.
Dude, I'm telling you, they are so funny there. Like sometimes it'll be really annoying working there. But then there's those times where it's just like, oh my god, how do you work at this?
Dude,
Oh.
I honestly wish I worked there now. That's
It's so funny. Like
I can see that.
there was another time where it was a later night. It was on the Saturday I got called in 3 weeks ago. So it was the end of our shift and everyone was like wrapping up stuff and cleaning up.
Mhm.
Jason went to go into the bathroom. And you know the waiter that called him a sick fuck?
Yeah.
Those two are always together. His name is Caesar.
Mhm.
So Caesar, he saw that Jason went to the bathroom and he opened up the door, started videotaping, and he told his brother that was there. He was the other busser. He was like,
Mhm.
"Yo, videotape me videotaping Jason." And so he was like, "Okay." And then he told me, he was like, "Yo, videotape me, videotape my brother, videotape Jason in the bathroom." Like standing
What?
outside the door in like a weird looking line, and Caesar like slightly creaked the door open, and Jason was like just getting done peeing,
Uh-huh.
and he was washing his hands, and like he looked over, he was like, "You sick son of a bitch," and then kept washing his hands. And the part that I got is when he like looked over
Uh-huh.
and like he like stuck his tongue out like hella far out, and we all we were like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my.
Like literally, that's why I love working with them. It's
I can
just
see
so funny.
why. Bruh. There's no words.
No, like literally when it was happening, I was like, dude, there's no way we're doing this right now.
Bro, there's no words for that.
Oh my god, it's always a fun time working with those two.
Oh my. I don't even know how you do it.
Yeah,
My god.
it's always something fun.
Yeah.
And like with Caesar, he always talks shit about everybody. Like you give him a coworker, no matter
Mhm.
how nice they are to him or how good they work, he will find something to talk shit about them. If there's a customer, he will find something that he doesn't like about them, and that it just turns funny
Oh
because
my
he'll just make
god.
fun of them. He'll make fun of them in the funniest way possible, and oh my god, there's some good ones.
Jeez. All right. Well, we're just over an hour now, so we're out of time.
But yep,
Mm.
that's my working experience there. It's fun.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll end it here then.
All right,
All right. That was interesting.
very very interesting.
Man. All right.
Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and click that bell to see our future uploads.
Yeah, not like I said, not gonna be consistent, but anticipate Sunday, Monday uploads.
Yes. Maybe every week, maybe every other week. It's just when we're able to.
Hey, look at it this way. If we don't upload on a Sunday or a Monday, that just means more stories.
Exactly. Like the longer we wait, the more stories we're gonna have. Because literally, the weekend that you couldn't record,
Mhm.
that like the last time we talked, that is the weekend where the bathroom story happened.
Oh man.
So if we would have recorded then, we would have never had the bathroom story.
Right?
But oh my god, it was amazing.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all in the next podcast.
Yes, sir. See y'all
Bye.
later.